Okay, there are so many things that I wish I knew before I became a freelancer, so I'm going to be sharing 10 of them so you guys don't make the same mistakes that I once did. So you need to be charging at a project-based rate, which means putting a cost together for the entire project and not just your time. Why is this? Because you need to be charging for the value that you can provide for your clients and not just your time. For example, you may be a really fast worker, which makes no sense to be charging at an hourly rate. You need to be charging for the value and the skills that you can provide for your client, and it also makes it a lot easier for the client because there's no hidden costs and they know exactly what they're gonna get. Track all of your expenses and your earnings. No matter how much you're making at the moment, you never know what's gonna happen within 1 year. Even if it is just a side hustle at the moment, make sure you are tracking and keeping a record of all of your expenses and your earnings. I definitely did not do this and it bit me in the bum and made things very difficult for me. But I now use QuickBooks, which tracks absolutely everything and keeps everything in one place. It's okay to say no to clients. Don't get me wrong, I took on pretty much every single client when I first started because I needed to get my name out there, I needed the job, and I needed the money. But it harmed me so much in the long run because I was taking on jobs that I didn't necessarily like and I wasn't attracting my dream clients. So it is totally okay to turn down jobs and say no. Keep on investing and learning even when you're freelancing. Even if you think you're the expert and you know everything, it's always good to freshen up on your skills within your industry. The most affordable way to do this is by doing online classes by Skillshare, which is the sponsor of this video. They are an online learning community for creators like us. So when I first started YouTube, I had no knowledge of actually how to make good videos. So I took the YouTube Success class by Marcus Brownlee, which gave me so much more insight to YouTube, scripting, planning, and everything I needed to know to make good videos. I think it's so important to make sure that you are continuously learning and investing in yourself, which is why I've teamed up with Skillshare to give the first 1,000 subscribers a 30-day free trial to take as many classes as you want and to invest in yourself. Make sure you click the link in my description to access the free trial. You're never going to be ready to start something, so fake it until you make it. You might think that people have their together when in reality they don't. So if you feel like an imposter, it is totally normal. Just don't miss out on these huge opportunities because you're too scared to start. For example, when I first started freelancing, I utilized Instagram and I really wanted to talk on my stories. I was so scared of being judged by others. I decided one day to overcome this fear and I started speaking on my stories, showing my face, and honestly, it has been such a huge thing for my business and definitely one of the reasons I've been able to grow so much. Social media is going to be your best friend. It is a completely free platform to attract your potential clients and to start building an audience. I get around 90% of my clients from Instagram, and I honestly don't think I'd be able to run my business without it. Always take a deposit for any work that you complete and make sure that you have a solid contract in place. I have had it on many occasions when I first started freelancing where clients didn't pay me the full amount because I had no contract in place and I didn't take a deposit. So make sure that any work you do, you are getting a 50% deposit at least to cover the work that you put in. You're not gonna like every single design you make, and that is totally okay. So I've worked with past clients where the brief has changed, meaning that the design style has changed, and I just continued doing the job because I wanted to keep the client happy. Also, as a designer, your style and your designs are going to change over time with more experience and skills that you pick up. So if you look back at your work and you think, oh my God, why did I end up creating that? Or why did I design like that? That is totally normal. It is gonna take some time to find your design style. It took me around 1 whole year to actually figure out what businesses I wanted to work with and what my particular design style was. So you're gonna have to be patient and you're gonna have to do a lot of designing to figure this out. And the one thing that has honestly helped my business so much is doing passion projects. So what are passion projects? Passion projects are something that have massively helped my business. Now they are basically briefs that you make up and you design for a specific brand. So for example, this YouTube channel, you probably watched me make up a load of different brands and design them from scratch. That is basically a passion project because I end up adding them to my portfolio, my website, and my social media. It's a really good way of attracting those potential clients and really good for new designers starting out in the industry wanting to add to their portfolio. So if you are a new designer and you don't have any clients yet, start designing different passion projects which hopefully will attract your potential clients. So hopefully all of those pointers have helped at least one person who is new to the freelance world. And if you are a freelancer, make sure you add your #1 tip into the comments for someone starting out in the design world. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video and the transitions within this. And if you have, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to see some more content just like this.